Okay? These are the same things we're dealing with here, just up each harmonic. All right? The Mane, God seed, or the Ka, is the pre-light oscillation. It's the Divine Father principle. There, that forms part of K, which break down to form trions, which break down to form ectrons. There's where you get ectoplasm and that kind of stuff that mediums talk about. That breaks down to form dions, and they break down to form electrons. So you can take it backwards again, and electrons are dions in density 2, ectrons in density 3, trions in density 4, and part of K in density 5. This gives you the understanding of where this fits in to the rest of that. And the Ire, or the God, I made a mistake there. I was going too fast. The God spark should be the Mane up there. I'll change that before you get your copies. The Ire is the God seed. That's the Sha, and that's the Divine Mother principle. And it manifests as the Particum, and they manifest as Mijans, which are basically can be considered sound units, just like the ones coming off of the Mana can be considered light units. Okay, so it goes from Particum to Mijans to Irons to Myons to protons. These are the basic units here. They also manifest lots of other little thingies. Okay, everything from quarks, that make up different things. There's every particle that's been identified here fits into this, and it has its own correspondence with these. Sometimes you'll have combinations of various ones of those particles that form other things. You have muons and mesons and all sorts of other types of subatomic particles here. But the basic building blocks of life and the basic things that you're made of, and cells and atoms are made of, are the protons, the electrons, and the neutrons. They're the carriers of the life force in the life field. And it's the protons, neutrons, and electrons that are not working properly because of the blockages in the planetary grids that are in our Cathara grids, that they are not allowing the primal forces, our at-one-ment, to flow through into our bodies, so we feel separate from God when we're not. And we feel finite, and our bodies die and fall apart. Our hologram falls apart instead of being able to expand because it's not getting fed enough life force frequency. Okay? Now, when we come down, okay, these were the first levels of the primal forces, okay? Mana, Mane, Ire. Out of that comes the 12 what are called domains. They're not exactly the same thing as dimensionalized structure. They're not three-dimensional fields yet. These are the primal light and sound fields, okay? We have 0